Korea's mission for EV dominance is pretty aggressive, if you haven't noticed already. Hyundai is trying to take the lead in the EV market by putting itself through massive changes in the transition to become an EV exclusive company from a legacy automaker, giving up everything that they have built up in its rather turbulent history. Just as soon it has dug itself out of being an automaker with a poor reputation for shoddy quality and performance, Hyundai didn't hesitate to forgo on all of its glory that it has attained in recent years, to become an exclusive EV maker with a focus on battery electric as well as hydrogen fuel cell electric. To accomplish this, the Korean automaker has developed the state-of-the-art EGMP electric platform to jumpstart its aggressive EV program, focused on providing the most advanced EVs in the market. But Hyundai isn't forgetting about the bulk of the population, the same group of people that helped the company to grow, that can't and won't spend exorbitantly high price to join in on the game. In this episode of AutoVision, we will explore the EV options that would become available to average Joe that would not spend over $30,000, or a price of an average ICE vehicle, for purchase of a new car. So, before we go on, we'd highly appreciate your support by subscribing, and turning on the notification bell, if you haven't already. And please don't forget to like, comment, and vote on the question that's presented at the end of the video. Hyundai folded its internal combustion engine development center at the end of 2021 after building its own engine for 40 years, and in its place created new research and development centers, dedicated to the development of electric vehicles and related technology, such as batteries and hydrogen fuel cells. The company's ultimate goal is to be fully carbon neutral by the year 2045, but before that, it will stop introducing new internal combustion engine models by 2030. And along the way, Hyundai has established that it would sell 1.7 million units of EVs by the year 2026, which has been increased from 1 million units originally. This adjustment is mainly due to the tremendous success in Europe that the company has garnered with the EVs in particular. Hyundai's new EV models such as the next generation Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6 have definitely contributed to the spectacular growth, by increasing the public awareness of the Korean technological prowess in electric cars. However, what made the biggest impact was the popularity of its bread and butter EVs such as Niro EV and Kona EV, which have seen an increase in sales of incredible 41.2% over the previous year to help Hyundai to reach 1 million units of sales in Europe, making Hyundai the fourth largest automaker in the continent, overtaking the BMW group right behind Volkswagen, Stellantis, and Renault. EVs like Niro EV and Kona EV have become popular because they are synonymous with affordability while providing excellent EV capabilities. For prices less than most European and American competitors, Hyundai's more basic 400-volt EVs offer outstanding efficiency and value. A case in point is its excellent range of the 64 kWh models that achieve up to 300 miles in real-life range, greatly exceeding the published range of 239 miles. However, Hyundai can't afford to sit on its laurels, as the company is being sandwiched from the above, with the American and European automakers introducing more sophisticated EV models with longer range and better performance. It's also feeling the pinch from below in the form of inexpensive Chinese-made EVs that are now taking the European market by the storm. Aided by a surge in the domestic EV market that has seen a phenomenal 158% increase over the previous year in 2021, China is now producing a great range of solid EVs, with outstanding value propositions. In 2021, China has exported over 300,000 units of EVs all over the world, in particular to Europe. Although half of the number was the Chinese-manufactured Teslas, this figure is similar to all the EVs that Korea has exported last year, ironically. China is selling its own EVs in Europe with a focus in the northern European countries like Norway, where it is very EV-friendly with strong government backing and infrastructure. The Chinese EV manufacturers such as NIO and XPeng are capitalizing on this by selling affordable yet decently performing EVs with great value and design. As the Chinese makers are gaining momentum not only in China but in Northern Europe, it's also catching up to the Western manufacturers fast, in terms of quality and performance. And as such, Korea has to be worried that their current strong position in the entry-level EV market could be jeopardized by the aggressive Chinese, a situation similar to what happened in electronics. That's the reason why Hyundai is not only investing in creating advanced EVs with longer range and faster charging speed. With its plan to introduce 800km or 500-mile range 800-volt EVs by 2025, it's also planning to introduce even more affordable and basic EVs to fend off the Chinese onslaught. The first of these is expected to be the Hyundai Venue Mini SUV, and its sister model Bayon that's sold exclusively in Europe. Based on the same platform as Top Gear's Car of the Year winning Hyundai i20N, Venue is the smallest SUV in Hyundai's North American lineup, and enjoys popularity due to a great starting price of $20,000, and its smart SUV styling that mimics the largest SUV in the lineup, Hyundai Palisade. Developed exclusively for Europe, Bayon sings to the same tune, with its sporty and futuristic exterior inspired by the award-winning Staria minivan design, coupled with the value-oriented price of £20,000 or €17,000 in Germany. So, what could be better candidates than the Venue and Bayon to fight off the Chinese, with their great value message and styling to boot? As long as there were EV versions of them, right? Well, a report from India suggests that the internal combustion power plant of the front-wheel driving mini SUV, comprised of various gasoline and diesel engines, would be complemented with the new pure electric power plant. The report suggests that for Hyundai to compete in the affordable EV segment in the Indian market, which is also growing at a remarkable rate, thanks to the introduction of inexpensive domestic models such as the Tata Nexon EV, that starts from price equivalent to $19,000. Nexon EV is the first domestic Indian EV, which comes with a 30.2 kWh battery and 127 horsepower motor, combined to render a claimed range of 250 km, packaged in Hyundai Venue-sized body. And that Hyundai Venue is reported to be adopting the bigger Kona EV's running gears for the purpose of electrification. This would be the smaller capacity version that includes a 39.2 kWh battery and 136 horsepower motor, which achieves 190 miles or 305 km of WLTP range. In the application for the smaller and lighter Venue, and the platform-sharing Bayon, which would also receive the same electrification, this range figure is likely to be improved when they are introduced in 2023. With the discontinuation of the 39.2 kWh Kona EV Lite model, as well as the impending termination of the original Ioniq EV, the newest electric vehicle in the shape of Bayon would be an excellent option for people that are looking for a simple urban electric vehicle, without the need to travel far in Europe. The same is also true for the new Venue EV for North America, as demand for inexpensive EVs is increasing. The vast majority of people that are willing to give an EV a chance, find that the $40,000 plus price for an EV prevalent in the market too expensive, and EV sold as a familiar model such as Venue would make a great place to start, with the price that's expected to be much less than the Ioniq EV that it's essentially replacing. The estimated starting price of the Venue EV is $28,000. Likewise, the price in the UK expected for Bayon EV is to be £28,000 or €33,000, and should give the Chinese EVs run for their money. Although it may be tough to compete with the Chinese EVs that offer greater performance per money spent, on a strictly range per range basis, with the proven Korean quality and reliability, Hyundai may have a fighting chance. The second affordable EV that's in the pipeline is what could be called the Ioniq 1, the smallest model in the new Ioniq sub-brand. The Ioniq 1 will be an even smaller A-segment car, compared to the B-segment Venue and Bayon, similar to Fiat 500 in size, and it is to use the BorgWarner-sourced Integrated Drive Modular or IDM system, good for up to 135 kilowatts or 181 horsepower. The beauty of the IDM system is that it's highly modular, which integrates the motor, inverter and gearbox in one for quick and simple application to any existing vehicle platform. The expected release date of the new A-segment EV would be in 2023, and will first take the form of Hyundai Casper EV for the domestic Korean market. The Ioniq 1 is rumored to be based on this smallest Hyundai SUV, and expected to attain about 186 miles or 300 kilometers in range. The estimated starting price is $25,000. Finally, with Hyundai currently working on equipping its basic EVs with LFP batteries instead of more costly NMC batteries, these entry-level EVs would see even lower prices in the near future. As for the end of the video question, would you settle for a somewhat smaller EV, with the range of around 300 kilometers or 186 miles for under $30,000, over the bigger and more premium EVs that cost tens of thousands of dollars more, but with longer range and faster charging speed? Please vote and share your views by clicking on the link in the comments section below. Thanks for watching AutoVision, your best source for the fastest Korean car news and rumors. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe and click on the notification bell, as not to miss any of our new videos. It would help the channel greatly if you could view our videos as soon as they are uploaded, and watch them all the way until the end, which would help to reach more people. Also, to support our channel even further, please join our membership, and enjoy the exclusive content and preview of the upcoming episodes. Finally, don't forget to join our forum and share your passion for Korean cars at KoreanCarNews.com. See you next time with the latest Korean car news.
I think about